Hey YouTube, new project. Old pop-up camper. This is sort of the canvas top style with no hard top. These come out, obviously they have some legs that fold out from underneath, and those bars would have supported a canvas that I don't have. Got the beds out, got the framing for the canvas off of there. Finally got it inside. Take a look it over and really see what we've got here. Again, got some rod up in the front. The back looks all pretty good. Got the dehumidifier going. Gonna let that run for a day or two. Quick note about tools. If you don't own one of these, or at least the pneumatic equivalent, you don't do rivets. Those old style rivet guns suck. This style is just as slick as can be. Almost no effort. Really nice finish. Hard to beat. The only thing good about this style rivet gun is you can get into places that you can't get into with this one because it's a much lower profile. It's hard on your hands. It doesn't make the rivets really look as nice as this one does. I don't like this tool unless I absolutely have to use it. In order to get these off, I need to drill out these rivets here, which I'm going to have to replace after I get it drilled out of there, because this is actually hooked to this, which is kind of what holds the whole top of the trailer together, is that joint. So the drilling is not that easy, but it's also not that hard. You have a good tap right in the center of where I want to drill. Still going here on the second nut. This is actually what's holding the hinge of the door on, so I'm going to have to replace these with something once I get it apart. A ratcheting 3/8 wrench would come in handy right about now. Usually you can kind of do this. Breaks right off. So now, this should be free, and I want to be careful not to bend this hinge if I can help it. Now if I turn this screw, I'll come right at her. Looks like it mostly has. Alright. Using the longer rivets for this purpose, because I have a little bit more metal to go through. This will help to stabilize the door again. Just like that. What I'm doing is setting the saw so that the depth of the blade isn't going to cut into the metal underneath of the trailer. Or at least that's the hope anyway. Not really much to cut up here. the reason I was being careful with my cutting is because this is what the frame looks like. So I need to take those screws out in this part of the panel, which is going to make the trailer kind of wonky for a minute. No love lost there. Whew. Alright, so I'm actually going to use 2 pieces of this pressure treated. This is moldy because I just decided to ask the manager at the store if I could get the $26 a sheet pressure treated plywood for less money. And he offered to sell me 2 sheets at half price, so effectively paid 26 bucks for 2 sheets. While I'm aware that drywall screws are not the preferred method of attaching this to itself, I don't really care because I'm only need this to last a couple of years, and these should do the trick, and it's what I have, and that's the most important thing. So I'm going to attach the 2 panels together first. So I've got this piece of plywood cut. I haven't dry fit it yet, so we're going to find out how good my measuring ability is. Jeez, this trailer is so light every time I push on it, it moves. Hoping maybe if I just a little backwards glove, whoops, I'm going to go so far that I break it, but I can screw back in once I get this to sit down like I want it to. I won't have this problem on the other side because this thing doesn't exist on the other side. I'm just going to screw it to itself for now. Alright, I'm ready to throw in the last piece of flooring material we're going to use here. A little bit tricky to get it in there, but it's easier than the other side. Beautiful. Alright, up front here, I'm going to beef this up by using these carriage bolts all the way through each of the sheets of plywood, but there's a piece of angle iron that runs underneath of this too. And this piece of angle iron, that you can see right here, I want to get a few bolts in, and that'll help to attach the trailer floor to the rest of the trailer. Okay, here's the finished product. Ended up being a utility trailer, nice new deck, about 5x7 or so, super lightweight, probably less than 200 pounds total. Goes down the road really nice. Last time I towed it, I'm sure it still will. Tighten up the front end, got the lights working on it. Just reused the existing housings, cleaned them up a little bit, cleaned up the bulbs, some electronics cleaner, and it is good to go, heading down the road. I want to quickly remind you to subscribe to my channel. I've got an interesting project coming up very soon, hoping to pick it up sometime this week. And stay tuned on that. It's going to be a lot of fun, a more long-term project and maybe a longer video series, something to look forward to kind of deal along the lines of this sort of stuff. So, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot for watching and catch you next time.